Jojo, something, Joe knows his identity. Spiderman! Okay. So I just finished my regular review from Spider-Man. I saw it on Friday in 3D. Suggest you do too. You can check out my other review. I'll put a link to it in the comments. Not the comments, actually no. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Loved it. Give it a good rating. Okay, let's talk about a few spoilers. Okay, so if you're still here and you don't realize it's a spoiler review, don't know why. The picture even has a spoiler thing on it. Spoilers. Doctor. And yeah. The title, in fact, I'm saying spoilers continuously. So if you're not gone now, let's see how long it takes. 1, 2, 3. Gwen Stacy dies. That was a dumb plan. Okay. Gwen Stacy. I like to say something. Her death was crazy to me. They even had a shot of Spider-Man going. And you could see the web start reaching out like a hand. I'm like, that detail is great. You know, it's like. But it had these little, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's such a small detail, but it's fantastic. Oh my gosh, I really want to watch it again soon. But it was great, and then, so, it really builds it up, and that's why Green Goblin was there. I wanted to talk about it in the other review, but you know. It's how the cookie crumbles, cards fall, all that junk. Jazz. Smooth jazz. Whatever it is. I missed. So, let's talk about the movie. Okay, so I didn't talk about Rhino in the last one much because he really wasn't in there. He was in there for, let's see, 4 minutes. And I'm just kind of like, the suit, it's not bad, I guess. But, I saw some designs that they were planning on doing. I'm like, that was some of the concepts. I'm like, that's such a cool design. Why didn't you use that? It fits so much better. And that's what I'm kind of wondering, where's Arn's fit? But yeah. Okay, then you got Electro, who Jamie Foxx portrays him fantastically. He is so emotionally distressed and all this thing, and he just kind of gets angry at Spider-Man after the stuff, and he just snaps basically. And he tries to take over the city, basically destroying the power grid, because they were his designs, all this stuff. He's like, everyone's dosing me now. Huh? He has some extremely cheesy lines, but they were enjoyably cheesy. I'm like, okay, he looked up to Spider-Man who's cracking jokes. He's going to try and crack a few jokes. That's my thought process. Make of it what you will. But he was great. Okay, let's see. They had some great cameos, I think. They had the lady who's supposed to be Black Cat. Apparently she was in it. I'm like, and she had a scene in the commercial. This doesn't have it. I'm like, and the point of adding that was what? Just like they had that Dana Hahn with like, Oscorp caught you on the surveillance. What? Isn't that the question of the day? You know? That wasn't in there. They even had this little, but it was, I'm like, that was so cool. But cameo, they had, not a cameo, but at one point he puts a disc thing, or not a disc, but a flash drive, I guess, on the thing, and he slides up some files and it says Venom storage. And Dad at one point was like, yeah, but it probably meant the spider venom. I'm like, actually, that'll go in special projects. This being Venom, they're serious. Which is great. Some people are talking about speculation for the new one. Okay, so we could give him a Jane Watson, or maybe we can introduce this, maybe a Black Cat. And I say, only black cat or no girlfriend works for me. I put Mary Jane Watson in it, but it really doesn't work for me just to say, yeah, we got him a new love interest. If you're going to put Venom in there, don't give him a new love interest. Fuel the anger. He could be like, no. And then, boom, you got some new Venom stuff. It would be great. Okay? Simple as that. So, there really is much to spoil. I know someone who got spoiled for it. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Why would someone do that? She said she's read the comics, so she probably knew, but still. She really doesn't have the. I really want to find someone else to talk to about this movie. That's partially why I really wanted to make this. Okay, so she plays a better character. Gwen plays a better character. The ending was kind of forced in with her, where she's kind of pushed in, basically, and she just goes in there and says, "No, I'm coming with you because you don't know how to do it." It made sense at that point. Later on, like, still. And then Green Goblin, thank God, he actually flew in there. He's like, "Oh, you're Peter Parker." And I'm like, "Thank you." I don't know the Spider-Man shit years ago. You're Peter Parker. They take way too long. If you one look, he's like, "Oh, Gwen, Spider-Man, didn't want to give me blood, something, Peter Parker, done. You're Peter Parker." Simple as that. I'm like, thank you, but, yeah. And then it leaves off on this cliffhanger of Spider-Man. He's sad, which I think they could have just left off on. He's sad, he might not become Spider-Man. But then, they have him coming back to fight the Rhino. I'm like, okay, this actually is kind of cool. It has an interesting scene where for some reason everybody is sitting behind a barricade. You don't just sit and watch like a popcorn movie. This is much more serious. Someone could die. A kid just got past the barrier. Hello. Obvious. Oh my god. This is obvious. You don't just sit there. People should be running. There's machine guns. For some reason he doesn't fire at a crowd. He just fires at the police. Doesn't fire at Spider-Man. I'm like, okay. I guess, I don't know. So, Spider-Man fights him and it ends. It's from the trailer even. That's basically it. Then, you get an end credit scene. One end credit scene, it's in the middle, don't ask why. It's X-Men and Days of Future Past, basically, it's an ad for that. I'm like, okay, you guys do realize that this is not that movie. I really would have rather seen some other Spider-Man clip that you could have shown me. No, okay. Sat through the thing, just see nothing. But, you know, whatever. It was enjoyable. I had a really great time. I can't think of any other spoilers after that. So I guess I can go to after that Green Goblin. Harry Osborn's dying. He finds Spider-Man saying, "Oh my gosh, you could save my life, yay!" No? Well, I'll kill you then, I guess. So he did all this stuff, and that's when he turns to the Green Goblin after reaction to the venom from the spiders. Which I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. And yeah, that would affect him. And then it has a really interesting stuff afterward where he just speeds up his reaction to death. Basically, he's dying. Yeah. So yeah, that's Amazing Spider-Man 2. Suggest you all see it. It was great. I had a blast. Spider-Man, away!